Hello and welcome back to another edition of the SU Riverhawk Spotlight. I'm your host, Josh Klien. Today I have the pleasure of being joined by Madi Welliver from the Susquehanna women's soccer team and basketball teams here at Susquehanna. Thanks for coming on with me.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. You play two sports here at Susquehanna. Can you talk about what that experience has been like and maybe some of the challenges that come along with playing two sports?
I mean, playing two sports is an amazing opportunity here at Susquehanna, and just having that opportunity in general and having coaches that support that is really just amazing. And there are definitely a lot of challenges that go along with it, especially time management, balancing school and soccer and basketball, and not really having that break just to myself during the seasons, but also being so injury prone, I guess. Just like give the break that my body needs, like I really don't get that. So just maintaining my health and just that kind of stuff is definitely a challenge, but overall it's just amazing to be able to do that.
And coming into Susquehanna as a transfer, did you expect to be as successful as you've been at both soccer and at basketball?
I mean, like I said, I was just really happy to have that opportunity to be on the teams, especially being a transfer so late into the year. And being successful is like obviously everybody's goal, but I really had no idea what to expect coming into the seasons, but it really did work out.
And looking back at your soccer season, what were some of the biggest takeaways that you had from the season?
One of my biggest takeaways from the season was definitely that if you really put your mind to something, you can accomplish anything. And that was really a goal for us going into the season because we knew we had a talented group of girls, but we just knew we had to outwork every opponent during practice and during games in order to achieve that success.
And recovering from such a tough injury, was it difficult for you to start to trust your body and to trust your knee to be able to hold up?
Well, this is actually my second knee surgery, so I already kind of knew what coming back from such a tough injury was like the first time around. So I knew what needed to be done and like the physical therapy and the rehab part of things. But it's always a challenge with your confidence, like am I going to be back to where I was before the injury? And so I did struggle with that a lot during the season and just overcoming the difficult aspects of like wearing the brace and getting used to doing that again. But just being an athlete and being able to like overcome these injuries, like it's really changed my perspective on things and just being able to appreciate the sport so much more.
And you had the lowest goals against average in the entire conference, the highest save percentage, and you're also 9th in Division III women's soccer for save percentage. Can you talk about the different elements that go into that?
I think the biggest part of all those accomplishments and statistics is the girls that play in front of me, because without them, I definitely would have had a lot of more shots on goal and probably more goals would have been let in, and they just make it difficult for teams to score. So I really owe a lot of that to them and my coaches for pushing me in practice and just trying to make me a better keeper overall.
And now we're going to transition a little bit into the basketball season, where it didn't really take long for you to really make your impact. How do you think the season's going so far?
Just from being here a short time, I am really enjoying my experience so far with the basketball team, and I think we have so much potential and we're able to make a huge impact this season. And since we have so much talent, I think we have a lot yet to uncover. So I'm excited to see where the season's going to take us.
And you have a plethora of young talent. Can you talk about what it's like to be part of the younger movement on your team and just how successful that they've been in integrating into their roles?
I think having such a young team, a lot of people might see that as a disadvantage because of the experience-wise. But with such a young team, like maybe not this year, but the next couple years, like we have so much room to grow. And as we keep going as a team, like the experience will just take us to higher places.
And since your soccer season went into the NCAA tournament, you missed a lot of the preseason acclimation with the team. Can you kind of talk about what it was like to start developing some of that chemistry with some of the players?
Definitely coming into this season, probably about 2 months late, is definitely one of the challenges playing two sports. And just being able to go into practice that first day after soccer season ended, and really I was so lost at first, but like just having those girls that were understanding of the situation and being able to support me and answer my questions, like it's just been amazing. And like it really proved that like I was with the right team and the chemistry we had was really good.
And you are starting your landmark conference play soon. What will be a key to the success for the team?
like I said earlier, we have a lot of girls with a lot of talent, but obviously talent isn't going to win you games. And so we just need to outwork our opponent day in and day out and really push each other and push ourselves in practice and in games to really achieve what we're looking to.
As I mentioned earlier, you transferred here. What drew you to actually come to Susquehanna?
When I was a senior in high school, Susquehanna was actually one of my top schools. And I was first drawn to Susquehanna because of the campus and just how beautiful everything is here. And then as during my freshman year at Lycoming, I was talking to some of my friends and I knew about a lot of the opportunities that Susquehanna offered, and just especially on the athletic side of things and also the academic. And that's really what pulled me in and finally made me make that decision.
Oh, hopefully you're going to think that this was the right decision and you'll enjoy Susquehanna. That's all the time that we have here. I'd wish you and your team the best of luck going forward. I'd like to thank Madi Welliver from the Susquehanna women's soccer team and the basketball teams here at Susquehanna. I'm your host, Josh Klien. We hope to catch you on our next SU Riverhawk Spotlight.